Buffalo, New England. What do you think is going to happen and why?
It's tough for me to keep the bias out of this one. I'm going to go with New England in a close one, and here's why. I'll be honest with you. I think this defensive unit that the Patriots have, I think they're going to present some problems for Josh Allen in that offense. Because the one thing that the Bills can't do is run the football. And it's kind of unfortunate for them in that sense because New England has one of the worst rushing defenses throughout the entire NFL. And even though that I think Josh Allen is a very solid quarterback, he's going to go up against a secondary that has just been getting turnovers left and right. I mean, for God's sakes, J.C. Jackson is right alongside Trayvon Diggs as far as the most turnover centric player in the NFL just because apparently the ball just likes to find him no matter where he is on the field. The guy has 7 interceptions. The guy is the leading interception getter since he's gotten into the league. And it really just kind of goes to show that despite the fact that I don't think New England has a lot of like star-studded players on the defensive side of the ball, they are just at the right place at the right time and they're able to force turnovers in a consistent manner and it's leading to wins overall for the Patriots. And then when you kick it to New England's offense, they've still have some issues as far as scoring in the red zone, but they are consistently putting up at least 25 to 30 points. And on this 5 game winning streak that they've been on, actually, excuse me, it is now a 6 game winning streak. They've been putting up damn near 30 to 35 points in every game that they play. And they've been going up against some decent competition as well. Now, granted, this is probably their biggest challenge because they're going up against a team that went to the AFC Championship game last year in the Bills. But I think as long as New England does not turn the ball over, I think if they're able to manage the clock effectively and that the defense is able to get some turnovers against Josh Allen in that high-powered offense with Buffalo, I think New England could get a close win here. I'm not going to say that New England's going to beat them by 20, 25 points and shock the world, but I do think that they'll get enough to get by Buffalo in this one. I think it's going to be a relatively close game. I'm thinking like 27-24 in this one, but I think the Patriots, they get a close win on the road. It would actually improve their road record to, I believe, 6-0, which is kind of astounding at this point just because this is mostly a team that does very well at home, but this year it's been the opposite. They've been a team that's been very good on the road, and it would bump them as the sole owner of the number 1 seed in the AFC, which if you were to go back a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, it would have been utter insanity to say something like that New England would be the number 1 seed in the AFC at this current moment in time. But I think New England can do it. And that's the best that I could do to put the bias aside on this one.
I'm just going to keep it blunt and straight up. Buffalo can't run the football. And I said it earlier. Belichick is known for one thing and one thing only, and that is taking your best asset away in which how you win football games. Josh Allen is the catalyst to this entire team. They do well based upon his success or failure. If I don't have to worry about limiting the run, I'm legitimately just going to drop everybody back into coverage and make Josh Allen make the plays, whether that's forcing it to Diggs, forcing it to Knox, Manuel Sanders, whatever. You're literally talking about the best cornerback in football, arguably right now, if other than Trayvon Diggs, in Jesse Jackson, right?
J.C. Jackson.
Just J.C. Jackson. It's that simple. This is why people say you need to have a balanced offense. The fact that they're winning as often as they are without being able to run the football, and now they have to play a team that is very well on that defensive side of the ball, as well as the team that is able to just historically is known for taking away your best offensive weapon. I'm just sitting here and I'm saying I don't know how Buffalo is going to win. Now I know that we are just terrible at predictions, and I would not be surprised if Josh Allen decides to tell me to shut the fuck up and lights it up for 3-4 touchdowns. I just don't see that as possible. Buffalo's defense is where I'm going to give them some form of an edge just because they are playing against a rookie quarterback. He has been playing very effective and well this season, but their defense does have the capability to not only pressure the quarterback, stop the run game, which they were just completely unable to do against Jonathan Taylor. So I'm probably sounding like an absolute ass right now. But I'm just trying to think of ways to kind of make this not 100% a guaranteed W for the New England Patriots. And it's really hard to because I'm sitting here trying to poke holes in my own argument, which is not only stupid, but very almost hypocritical. And the point of the matter is, I think New England is going to be able to capitalize on the late struggles of Josh Allen. Josh Allen has not been the same quarterback that he was last year. He's had a lot of ups and downs. I mean, so has the team. They just lost Tre'Davious White for the year. Their inability to run the football has hindered their capabilities on the offensive side, which which puts all the weight on Josh Allen's shoulders. Sorry, I thought something fell. Um, and I'm just looking at this team and I'm saying, is there a way for Buffalo to capitalize? And I genuinely don't know how it's going to be. Mac's got to play turnover-free football, so that's just going to be how the Patriots are going to be able to win. But outside of that, I think Buffalo is going to start to fall.